What's going on, fellas? So guys, let's talk about social skills. All right, and something that's just as important as conversations and interacting and actually talking to people is first impressions. First impressions set the tone and the dynamic for each and every interaction. I'm not going to say it's going to determine how the relationship is going to be overall, but it will change and determine people's perception about you. So today, guys, we're going to discuss silent confidence when it comes to body language. The confidence that you show without saying a word. This is going to help you with desire and attraction from women and respect and intimidation with men. All right, fellas, pay attention. Now, let's talk about the mind first before we get into some practical strategies to build confidence. Everything starts with the mind up here. All right, G, and the mindset that you kind of want to have, not literally, but you want to look at the world, and when you go into interactions, especially first impressions, is I'm not really concerned whether or not they like me. My main concern and what I want to focus on is whether or not I like them. All right, now this sounds a little bit narcissistic and arrogant, but it's going to help you out with first impressions so you don't overcompensate with gestures and you don't have weak or intimidated body language. All right, G, because women are not attracted to it, and there are some men who are sharks. All right, G, and when they see weak men, and I'm not saying that you're weak, but because of your posture and the energy that you give off because of your body language can make you be perceived as weak, especially to men who are predators. All right, G, now, the mindset. I'm not concerned whether or not they like me. I'm more concerned whether or not I like them. In most cases, I understand that other people are more intimidated by me than I am by them. A mindset that you need to have. All right, fellas, this will help you build your confidence so you don't look like a victim or you don't look like prey. So you don't look intimidated when you talk to women. Now, fellas, body language. Nonverbal cues will determine how people judge you, and not only how they judge you, but how they judge the level of confidence that you have. All right, this is not a conscious thing. This is in our subconscious. So I'll give you an example. When a woman sees a man who's standing up tall and he's walking firm, head straight, all right, she usually sees that man as a dominant, confident man. But when she sees a man slouched over, he has fidgety body language and he can't make eye contact, that man is usually perceived as weak or inferior, or as we like to call today, a beta. All right, G, so I'm going to give you about 5 strategies and techniques. These are going to be more practical techniques that you need to pay attention to and be aware of. A lot of body language and social skills is about awareness, paying attention to the dynamic, whether that's intersexual or interpersonal, whether you're at work, whether you're with women, whether you're walking on a block, whether you're at school, whether you're with your chick in the bed. Social skills. All right, guys. Now, first thing, and this is going to relate to having confidence and portraying strong and dominant body language. Now, I can go on and on about eye contact and why you should hold and keep eye contact. But what I'm going to do for these points today is I'm going to point out specific things, okay, fellas, small details. Now, one of the problems that people, not only men, and I can understand women sometimes, but men especially, guys, holding eye contact and not looking down or looking away. All right, now let's talk about how this relates to intimidation with men. Gee, remember I said there are sharks, there are predators, there are men who prey on weak men and weak women sometimes, but there are men who prey on weak individuals. So your body language sometimes will prevent bad shit from happening. I'll give you an example when it comes to eye contact. Let's say you're walking, fella, you're just walking down the street, all right, and you see a man about 10 feet away from you and he's staring at you through your soul. All right, G, the last thing you want to do when you guys lock eyes or make eye contact is to look away. Why don't you want to look away, especially after the first few seconds? Because usually what you're going to tell him is that you're scared of the fact that he's staring through your chest. All right, G? Now, listen to me clear, G. You don't want to have staring contests with people in public. So this is a good way to prevent a lot of dumb shit from happening, fellas, and being a deer caught in headlights. All right, if you lock eyes with a man and he looks threatening or he looks like he want to do something, this is how you fact check. After about 2 or 3 seconds, y'all lock eyes, don't look away. Give him a head nod. One of these, You know what I'm saying? Check the boundaries. And if he give you a head now, 9 times out of 10, he probably just looking, bro. All right? The dude probably got a staring problem. Who knows? But that's how you can kind of find out the fucking territory and what's going on around. All right, fellas? But a lot of you guys either do two things. Either another man looking at you and he ready to knock your ass out, but you just look away. You make eye contact with him, you like, oh shit, and then you look down. That's the worst thing. You not only look away, but you look down. Don't do that, fellas. All right? Even if you feel threatened, even if you feel intimidated, engage with the dude if you feel that threatening presence. Because, bro, I'm going to be honest. If another man is just staring at you in your eyes, bro, and you kind of break the barrier and you move over to the other side of the room and he's still staring at you, gee, he got a problem. You need to figure out what's going on before something happens that you don't want to happen, all right? Same thing with women. Okay, guys? When you're around other men, what you want to happen is you guys want to get along. You want it to be a respectful situation, no violence, because that's the worst thing that can happen, right? So when you get around women, what do you want to happen? You probably want to attract the women, or you probably want it to be neutral, whatever the case is. But 9 times out of 10, and what we're talking about today is attraction and desire from women, all right? So, easy shit. Holding eye contact with women. This is how you show strength and dominance, all right, fellas? So when you make eye contact with a woman, don't look away. A lot of you guys like, man, I ain't about to stare at a woman for 10 seconds. Well, gee, get up and go talk to her. Don't keep staring at her, but you don't look away. All right? Because after 7 seconds or 5 seconds or however long, if she's still looking, that means she wants something. So it's your turn to stop looking and go over there and approach. So you like, well, I don't want to look away, but I don't want to stare. Go talk to her. That's the solution. All right, fellas. But anyway, eye contact is important. Those are a few tips. Next one. All right, fellas. And this is something that you probably don't hear a lot when it comes to body language. But I'm going to tell you what don't and what not to do. Fellas, and I see this all of the time. And remember I said body language, social skills, not only just speaking, but nonverbal is about awareness, being aware of what's going on. Because you can do one thing somewhere and you can't do it somewhere else. There's a time and a place for everything. So if you walking outside in public, you in a store, grocery store, you walking from your car to the door at the gas station especially, gee, guys, men, stop walking with your head down. You can do what you want. I'm just saying this prevents and it alleviates and it can put you in some good opportunities if you pick your head up and you walk. I'll give you an example. You get out the car. You walk into the door to the gas station. You got your head down in your phone and somebody want to hurt you and they knock you out and you fall on the ground and hit your head because you got your head down. You walking in the store, you got your head down on your phone, and a beautiful woman that is actually attracted to you is giving you choosing signals as you guys are crossing paths, but you don't see it. Why? Because you got your head down in your phone. Gee, you're on your phone enough. In public, pick your head up. One thing, like I said, with opportunities, you will be able to see the world. You'll be able to know the shit and what's going on, which alleviates and prevents a lot of shit like threats and possible shit from happening. Dumb shit leads to dumb shit. All right, fellas, a lot of the reason why a lot of men get attacked is because they got their head down and their phone. I'm not about to tell you to walk upright with your big chest and shoulders back. You already know that. Head up when you're walking. 1, you can see where you're going. 2, you can't miss anything. 3, you're fully aware. Simple shit. Now, how does this relate to confidence? When you're walking up with your head up, you look more confident. You look like a man that's know where he going. I understand you got shit on your phone. Maybe you working on business. But bro, not while you walking from the car to the door or not while you're in a grocery store. If you're that busy, I understand. So I ain't talking to you if you making money because you got your head down the whole time. But if you scrolling on TikTok or social media or whatever, G, pick your head up, bro. Let's go, shoulders back. Because if you got your head down while you're walking, 9 times out of 10, your posture is going to be affected versus if you had your head up. Saw the difference? All right, fellas. So, walking, basic social skills. All right, next thing, fellas. And this is for the fellas. All right, guys, we're going to talk about dominance cues. Now, one great dominance cue that you can show is with handshakes. All right, this is going to be related to respect and intimidation with men. More of respect, less of intimidation. So when you see a man, when you greet a man, business-wise, especially in business-wise at work, I don't care if you see that dude every day. I don't care if it's every weekend. I don't care if it's once every now and then for a business convention. It don't even have to be business, just men, period, man to man. you always be the one to reach out your hand first for the handshake. Obviously, you know firm handshake, grip tight, squeeze the blood out his hand, all right, G? But you always be the one to reach out and greet first. This shows dominance. A lot of men wait for everything. And we're not going to even talk about waiting for women to approach them. But I'm talking about a lot of men let the world happen to them versus them happening to the world. We're not just talking about getting along with people. We're not just talking about moving through day-to-day life. We're not just talking about being a noble citizen. We're talking about strong, dominant confidence. All right, fellas, you be the first one to reach out and shake the hand. All right, even if you got to lean in. What's going on, G? Boom. Introduce yourself. What's going on, G? I'm KD. And your name? Pleasure to meet you. It sets the tone. It sets the frame. All right, fellas, it sets the tempo. Next thing, all right, now, body language. When you are moving your body as a man, one thing that shows confidence, I wouldn't even necessarily say is masculine, but one thing that shows strength and confidence is how quick or how slow you move when you move. All right, guys, there's a difference between moving with purpose and just moving frivolously. All right, fellas, so anytime you use hand motions, this is body language, guys. For all the fellas who say, man, it ain't that difficult. This is why you turn people on or off. All right, G? So if you notice, there are a lot of people or some people who when they talk, when they move, when they touch things, pick shit up, stand up, sit down, walk, they're moving very fast. It's not even like they're in a hurry. They're just real fidgety. All right, and they're kind of like, it's like nervous movements. Slow down when you speak, especially, but we're not talking about speaking, we're talking about moving. When you're sitting up, sitting down, walking, if you're just walking from a chair to the couch and you're in a room with a woman and you want to move around, you hurry up and move all quick, you know what I'm saying? You jumping out, G, move, be smooth with it, G. You know what I'm saying? Pick up, move it to this side, be smooth, slide over, scoochie. You know what I'm saying, G? Real smooth. Make your move methodical. And you can practice this shit, fellas, and you might say it don't matter. Whatever, G. All right, there are winners and there are losers in everything, even Mario Kart, bro. All right, there's some men who learn the game and there's some men who master the game. There's some men who don't even know what game they playing. All right, G. So if you want to become excellent, it's a difference. All right, pay attention to your movements. I'm not saying you got to be like walking on eggshells like you about to break ice. I'm just saying relax, take a deep breath. All right, shake it off. All right, fellas, loosen up your lats. A lot of you guys got that imaginary lat syndrome, and you just like, bro, loosen up. All right, be fluid like water, G. Micro expressions. All right, guys. Now, remember we talking about body language, talking about confident body language. So we're going to talk about facial expressions. A very interesting one. And if you made it to the end of the video and you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. All right, G. Now, micro expressions. Fellas, something that's not talked about a lot, all right? This is my favorite one. Now, a micro expression is a facial expression that happens in the first few milliseconds after somebody says something or after you see a person, all right? So if I tell a joke, and immediately after I tell a joke, whatever expression you have, the first one, now you can change your mind about how you want to react based on how you feel about me. But how you really feel about me is going to be told in that micro expression, the first few milliseconds or the first few seconds. All right, guys. Now, I'll give an example of how you can improve on this and how this is going to help you be perceived, and not just be perceived, but help you develop this mindset of, I don't need to impress them. They need to impress me. Okay, guys, so when you're talking to women, especially the ones who you're really attracted to, relax your face, G. I know she beautiful, and I know you happy you finally got on a date, G. But she can tell in your face that you ain't been on a date in a long time, G. All right? Relax not only your body, but your face, too. All right? Remember I talk about being methodical with your body? Be methodical with your facial expressions. Now, G, for all police, and it's sad I got to do this on every video, bro. Disclaimer, I am not saying, bro, that you got to have this Terminator look on your face and you can't be happy when you see a chick or you can't laugh at her jokes. But this has a lot to do with masculine frame. I always preach smiling when you see people. It's a great icebreaker, but at the same time, you cheesing the whole damn time. Every time she start talking, bro, she can tell you're inexperienced. All right, and even if you are inexperienced, fake it, G. Act like you've been doing it 100 times, bro. This is the one time I'm going to tell you to fake it till you make it. All right? I'm not telling you to go rent a Lamborghini. I'm telling you to act like you've been there before. All right, G? But anyway, man, I hope you guys got a lot out of today. Hope you took notes. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, share this with a homeboy that needs this. All right, fellas? It's your boy KD. We out of here, baby.